Hey, how you doing, Taurus? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your year ahead. So this is a general reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Please also check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, as well as any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings. So if you guys would like a free private or personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. So what's going on with Taurus, please? Okay. It says there are commitments being sorted out, and I'm laughing at you because I know that I want to speak to you about something. I just know that I need to speak to you more regularly, maybe even in person, or maybe even problems to be ignored by you or by me are going to be completely the subject for the year, or maybe even the months or the weeks ahead. It says no more time to wonder if you're going to be good to me. I just know that you are not so smart about who you are, or you could be. You just notice that I know that I have things about me that I know that are good for you. It may not be always great, but it will be great for you to just move on and speak about me less and less. Okay, so some of you guys feel like someone should speak about you less and less, and not speak about you at all, or just feel like you need to privately keep your business to yourself, or keep your mind on others, keeping their privacy to themselves, or even alone in your mind, wondering if anyone's going to speak or spill beans about anything. Not really caring about that as much, but wondering if I know that could I be the one that you have in your mind a lot, or is it that no one else doesn't want to speak to you? It says, I know that you don't want to speak to me, and maybe I feel like you do, but I don't want to hear from you. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign, could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, could be dealing with any fire sign. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Says whether or not I speak to you about something, I wouldn't want to know that you're speaking about it in my mind. I just know that I don't want to speak about anyone. I'm tired of getting negative feedback or negative nuisance memories or negative karma. I know that I need more time alone in my mind. I just feel like I need to be left alone. So it could be you guys that feels like this, or it could be an earth sign, another earth sign, or it could be an air sign. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. It says no one knows why you speak a lot to your mind about negative energy. It says bad news is there if you want it, but good news is also there. If you repeat it in your mind, you probably will not want to know it's coming. So no longer needing to speak about it, just move on. If you can just speak about it less and less, move on. So some of you guys really need to just, move on from something here and speak about it less and less to your mind. Okay. Some of you guys want to show something is going on with you that you don't really need to participate in. So there's something you just don't want to participate in. Also, defending how you feel is not really worth it right now. It does say, well, if you need to speak about yourself right now, not noticing that I'm even believing who you are, then probably just leave it out. I don't need to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to know that you're there in my mind waiting for me to call you or talk to you about anything. I'm just bad in myself, and maybe feeling like I feel negative in myself. It's not going to be good for me to really look at you as a person that's going to pridefully make me feel insecure. I don't want to know that you're making me feel insecure. So someone around you doesn't want you to make them feel insecure, or even this could be you, how you feel. Okay, it does look like some of you guys have been manifesting, defending yourself, or fighting some information, or even judging that there's a female here that is happy, maybe hiding some worries. It could be about a person that doesn't want to be spoken about anymore, or doesn't want to hear that anyone's talking about them. It does say someone here has been getting help as well, to pray that they could talk about something in their mind and leave it alone. Okay, so maybe someone just wants to leave out something here and doesn't want to talk about it. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for you guys. It says, I know that I could kick you down if I want to, but I'm not going to kick you down. I just want to leave you alone. probably leave you alone for good. I just know that I don't need to speak about you anymore. The time has come for me to worry and worry more about who you are later on. I will not want to worry. I just know that now I am good. I don't want to hear any bad news. I don't want to feel any negativity. I don't want to hear any bad trauma, any jealousy, any problems, any proceeding with caution, or any negativity. I just want to look at myself and say, well, I did that once upon a time, but I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. So this could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, or it could be you guys feeling this way. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. It says no one is going to believe that you have good karma until you speak about it to yourself. Always believe that you have good karma with your friends, your family members, and your social circles. Always believe that everything is going to be well and delightful. It says delightful energy is mostly what I need. I need more delightfulness. I feel pressured and I feel arrogant in myself to believe that I feel nervous about something, or even negative in myself. At times, I just don't want to hear the nonsense. I don't want to hear the nonsense, and I don't want to believe that problems are there ongoing. That's good. So there's no need to hear about problems ongoing. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to feel it. That type of thing. I think that comes up in a lot of people's readings. In fact, most of the star signs, you know, talking about not wanting to hear any bad news or negativity, or just don't want to hear the drama, don't want to hear the sagas, you know. So let's see what else is going on for you guys. It says many times over I have felt like I needed to prey on my enemies and look for them in negative ways. Now I feel like I need to stop doing that. When I'm preying on enemies, they're also preying on me. So why would I want to prey on my enemies for them to come back and bite me in my mind, or bite me in my ass about anything? I don't want to keep preying on my enemies the way I have in the past. I feel like preying on my enemies have caused me a lot of pain and a lot of trauma and a lot of guilt and a lot of shame. So, you know, that's your energy that's come up as well, Taurus. Well, you know, preying on your enemies is not something that you want to continue doing, because you know that, you know, karma is real, so to speak, you know, comes back around and bites you, so to speak. And it also, you know, says that you feel like, you know, wanting to look at things in a different way. So let's see what else is going on. So this good news is there for anyone that does believe they can get away with it, or even work on things that they can strive. It does say you do not need to speak about anyone that's bad to you, or even look for them. It says, now I know not to speak about anyone. I'm tired. I don't want to feel like I'm guilty or anyone's guilty. I just don't want to hear that there's problems or deal with them. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with any problems. That's good. I think a lot of people feel that way. So let's see what's going on in regards to your work life. What's going on with work life for Taurus? Work is pretty much simple. It says stealing the attention of a female is more so what I want. I really love her. Can you tell me more about this female? I'm very much interested in a girl that I love or like, but she doesn't want to deal with me, or even talk to me, or even get close to me, or even marry me, or maybe even look for me in that way. She's mindful about who she is, and she doesn't know who she's dealing with, but she does know that if I do talk to her or do deal with her, she just promises me that I will get what I want, but never sees what it is that she's seeing about herself. Or maybe she does, but she doesn't see the fact that she's always getting what she wants from me, and I never do. I don't want to know that good karma is coming to me or to her, but I know that it can. So maybe I should let go of the worries and the fears to allow the universe to tune into my mind and say it is worry less and good karma is coming. So some of you guys don't even want to talk about work right now. You know, more interested in a female. You know, for the men, interested in a female and trying to wonder if, you know, there's going to be good outcomes with relationships in the near future. Trying to understand the female for who she is, and, you know, wanting her to see herself, you know, in the relationship and how she deals with you as a man. Okay. It says, when I get my girlfriend back, I will not need you in my mind about this ongoing. I will get you back. I will laugh at you and tell you off that you never got me back. I need you, but I don't need you. I can get a new girlfriend anytime I want. I can play you the way you play me, or maybe I never needed you in the first place. Maybe I needed to support my mind and say I wasn't going to be good to you, and told you not to speak to me again. I told myself never to deal with this woman again, and maybe that's why I suddenly realized I need something new, or need something different, or maybe to repeat the same old mistakes is not the answer. Maybe I need to sort out what it is that I want and who I am, and how I proceed with caution. I do not know if this female wants me, but maybe if I want her more than she wants me, she doesn't look for me, or she doesn't deal with me. Maybe if I look for her, she doesn't even laugh at me or even make fun at me of me. Maybe she's just always doing what she wants, and she's trying to warn you or any of you out there that she doesn't want to deal with you in negative ways. She just wants good reasons to believe it will work in her favor, or good love of what it is that she wants. Good laughter. I'm hearing something about laughter. He's laughing, but he's also making mistakes in how he sees things. It's like he could mean well, but doesn't want to know that he's going to do harm by you too. It's just that he does know that he wants to work with you and not with you at the same time, and maybe flowing a negative value system inside himself is not helping the situation to mature in a positive way. It does say bad news is therefore mind games being played by a Scorpio man that doesn't want a female to believe that good karma is coming to them. It also says the Virgo is not going to want you if he's not ready for you. It also says there's a female Virgo that doesn't want to know that she's going to be good to you, or even a man that doesn't want to know that he's going to be good for anyone. It does say bad news is there for anyone right now that doesn't believe that good karma can come to them in regards to how they see things in their love life, or in their sexual activities, or in their projects, or whatever it is that they're working on. It says bad news is there for anyone that doesn't want to see things in a positive way. But it does say good news will come once you release any fear, negative energy, any doubts, any problems regarding police or the value system of life. It says let go of these things, and you wonder why. It will work for you if you let go. Just let go of all negative energy so that you can mature your mind in regards to how you look and feel in regards to love. And then send yourself back to your mind and say, well, I did it now. What happens next? Oh, okay. So let's see what else is going on. Because it kind of just pushed me out of giving you some information about work. Alright, so let's see if we can find out more about work now. What's going on with work for Taurus? Taurus is wanting you to know that good karma is coming if you believe it. Try me and see if you can believe it. Look at yourself and say you believe that I am in love and I can be in love again. I can work on my finances. I can work on my projects. I can work on my fears, my tears, my anxiety, the pressure, depression, everything that I feel like is not going to be that great. But if I work on my love, why does it never work? Why is it always a problem? When I'm working on everything else that I'm doing, it's always striving to good reason to believe it will work. But when I'm working on my love life, it seems to bounce back in a negative way. Why is that? That's a good question for a lot of people that wonder why. You know, other areas of their life work so great, but then, you know, their love life, why is it not working? It says, that's what I need to know more of. I want to understand love. Where's it going? Where's it leading? How can I work on things with people around me? My friends, my family, even my daughter or my mother or my brother or my sister, or problems with individuals that I don't want to hear from. I don't want to hear about that. But when I want to hear about my love life, my sexual activities, my private life, the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, and enjoying in all the karmic lessons that it brings, it's hard for me to understand that. Why is it I can't understand who I am as a person? Feeling guilty is not the answer. I want to know that I am in love with someone that loves me, or maybe someone that loves me more than they love her or him. When is that going to happen? Very good question. Very good question. You know, the word that just came to my head is Pisces. I don't know if you might have to look into Pisces reading. It might be a good bloody idea to look into Pisces reading, because that last reading that I did for them had some good information about what's going on with certain individuals, and maybe even mostly with the minds of men. It has women in there too, but the minds of men and what's going on with them can maybe give you some clues for certain females that are listening to this reading to understand what's going on with the men, or even why they can't see past, you know, certain things when it comes to love. So let's see what's going on in regards to business, people. So business is just the same as well as before. It's always going to be good or bad. It's not really that bad right now. It's always going to be positive if I put my mind to it and work on it. I can always see that. But when am I going to be in love? So some of you guys really want to work on love. Really want to understand love. Really want to work on love. Yeah. Let's start looking into love, shall we? Let's look into that. So what's going on with love? Love for Taurus, please. Love is so important to us all. It makes us wonder where it's going or how it's going to work out. Where do we need to find our soulmate? Where do they exist? How do we understand these energies? Where do we go to find the perfect soulmate or the perfect partner? Who exists in the mind of mine and mine in them? Who is going to bring me down or lift me up? Who is going to probably give me a good time in their mind about where it is that I'm going so I can sort things out, or maybe even leave them alone. Maybe I worry too much about where it's going with love, and I understand it doesn't work for everyone, but it does work for some. And when it does work for some, I don't get jealous, but I do. I just want to know that it can work for me. I'm tired of hearing that I can't find love. Oh, Taurus. So let's see what's going on with the singles. Singles don't really mind being single, but don't want to know that they're sexually active with someone that doesn't love them. It says bad news is there for any Libra that's cursing them right now, or any Taurus male that might not be interested in love. It says bad news is there for anyone that doesn't want to hear that good news is coming to them in regards to their love life. Many times over, you need to speak to God and ask them why, or even ask yourself why it doesn't work, or maybe even sort out the men, because the men is the problem. And it does say bad news is coming to any man that doesn't want to treat the female in a good way, especially men. It says more men than anything are giving karmic lessons and problems to the female than the female is to the men. And the females do the same at times, but at times they wonder why it doesn't work. It says the females are the problem is what the man is saying. And the man is trying to warn himself not to speak about the females, because he knows he's in a lot of problems in his mind about the female and why it can't work. It says females give me headaches. They drive me crazy. They make me mad. They don't want me to have sex all the time. I just want to have sex. When will I learn that it's not going to be sex all the time? That I can't give myself the answers, but I know sex is not the answer, and I do not know why I always want sex. Definitely check out Pisces reading. So much information is in there in regards to, you know, what's going on. Check out two last readings that I've done for Pisces. Go and check out those two. It's a lot of information in regards to men and what's going on with them in regards to the universe, their feelings, their fears, why they can't move forward in relationships. There's so much information there, so go and check out those readings. Okay, so let's see what's going on with those that are in a relationship. Okay, it says those in a relationship are trying to ignore the bad times ahead, or even the bad times from the past. It says we don't want to hear that bad news is there. We're working on probably giving you a good karmic reason to believe that I could work on a better love life. It says maybe there's a friend or a family member that does want to speak to you. It says this friend does not want to speak to you right now, but is very eager to want to know you more. It says it might be a good time to speak to them. It says it's a fire sign man that does want to speak to you and does want to hear more about what you have to say. It says it could be an earth sign man, but it doesn't say it's going to be him that's going to work with you. It does say the Leo is going to try more than the rest of the fire sign community, or even the men in general. They always learn to understand or give the woman what she wants. It does say it does work more for them than any other man, and it does say why. So also listen to the fire signs reading, or maybe wait until the energies will give you more clues to why they work together with the female more than any other man. So Leos, and that's something, you know, I have noticed, you know, when I am, you know, analyzing relationships and, you know, certain energies, I have noticed that there's a lot of Leo men that will try so much more with a woman, okay, than any other man, like any other star sign man. They usually do work better with females in relationships. Maybe it's because they're getting what they want, or they try to understand more. But sometimes I have to worry for the Leos, I'm gonna be honest, because sometimes they can get taken advantage of. Okay, I know this as a reader. I see it happen sometimes as well with females as well as males. Okay, and we don't want abuse, we don't want to take liberties, but at the same time, you know, Leo is the strength card. They're also, you know, the pride and ego card. So they're not gonna always let you get too far if they feel inside themselves that they are troubled too much to the point where they just want to move on out of the situation. But sometimes they sit in situations longer than any other man to resolve the situations with their females, okay, and try to move forward and keep moving forward and keep moving forward. So when the time comes and the new Leo reading comes out, maybe it's given some indications in this reading that there will be some information to understand Leo in that way and why, okay. All right, because I do see there's a lot of energy in, you know, Leo men that will try more with the woman than most other men in other star signs. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what's going on with the married couples. So married couples will know that they can have true love and want to know that good karma is coming to them. One day it will be with a person that you love, or even if it's not a Leo, it could be with someone else. It could be with a nonsense person as well. So try to ignore anyone that's going to bring you nonsense or negative energy. Try to believe that you can work on things in a positive way. Also believe that people can change if they're willing to and wanting to. Also believe that people can work together if they're willing to and wanting to. Also agreeing to believe that it can work, can well work, is got nothing to do with it, is what someone says. It says, I don't want to know, it's not going to work with anyone else, but it will work with someone else if I try. So if I try is what it's saying. Yes. So i.e. what I'm hearing is from the community of men, if I try to change and work on myself and give good karma, you know, as a balanced give and take in relationships with all, whatever star sign, man or woman for that instance, you know, can it work? Of course it can. It's not just the Leos. Maybe a lot of men can learn from Leos in some way, but there is not just, you know, depending on that. It's more so maybe Leo has an awareness. Leo does have an awareness of what's going on. They are the sun, you know, they are the light, you know, so they are going to be aware of certain things as well. They also were made in, they were also conceived in the star sign of Scorpio. And they always say that Scorpio thinks they know everything. Scorpio is the beginning and the end. Scorpio is the alpha and the omega. Okay, Scorpio usually does know a lot about life. Even when they don't try too hard, they still know a lot about life in some ways. Yes, they do have to learn. You know what I mean? Yes, they do have to study things and really observe things and really, you know, get to know information as well. Or even it can just be, you know, developed inside them. It can exude from them in some ways. But it does help as well that Scorpio does push this energy onto all star signs, including Leo, who is very much aware of the Scorpio's attributes, personality trait, and the things that are going to make them feel like it can work or not work, i.e. the beginning, the end. You know, what works, which is the starting point, what's starting to blossom and bloom, to what actually withers away and dies, what doesn't work. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's complicated, it's complex. Scorpio is a complex sign, you know, but there is a lot of information in regards to how relationships can work and how certain energies, not just the actual person, Leo or Scorpio, but the energies that we use, because we use each other's energies, yes, to act out and feel and think and, you know, interpretate our different situations, circumstances and outcomes and things. Okay, so it's very complicated, but there will be information in the readings along the way. And if I do see any information that comes up in any other star signs that's giving me more information than others about relationships or things that you want to know, I'm definitely going to let you guys know in your reading. Right, check out this reading, because this reading is really going to tell you, because it's not about the people so much, it's the energies. We are all energy. Okay, Leo represents energy as well. Okay, and it's the energies in each star sign that's really going to help you understand life in general, because we all use the different elements of energy: water, fire, air, earth. Okay, and then they've been split up into the different categories of earth signs, i.e. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, i.e. water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian, and all the rest of them, okay, which are all energies, and they all have meanings, okay, and we use those different elements for the different purposes of what we need them for in life, okay, not just the people but the energies of it, okay, the elements. So let's see what's going on with each individual star sign. What's going on with Aries and Taurus? Aries does not want to listen that there's going to be bad vibes between them and a Scorpio. Also, they know that Taurus right now, you could be on the verge of being negative to them. They feel like they don't want to hear you, but they do believe that Scorpio will be there for you if you need them. It does say bad news is there for the Scorpio if you try to overwhelm them, because they can become overwhelmed, and they don't need to feel overwhelmed. But it does look like Aries wants to know more about you and Scorpio, and wants to know how they can potentially give to you in a more kinder way. Okay, in a more kinder way. Be more gentle with you, be more kind, because Aries is very controlling, a very controlling star sign, and can be very reckless. They like to take risks. The energy of it, not just the people, but the energy of it can be very controlling, very dominant, very risk-taking, very not so kind at times, when it doesn't want to learn how to understand, which it needs to learn from its counterpart sign, one of its counterpart signs, okay, in the fire signs category or elements, which is Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is the one that sorts through things and understands, which they get that information from Scorpios. They take the emotions of the water, which is next to them, Scorpio energy, and try to understand it, try to formulate it or process it in a way where they can, understand feelings. They try to understand people's feelings, and Scorpio is a water sign, and feelings means water. And we could go into this all day, honey, all right? But I'm just giving you a little bit in this region, okay? So let's see what's going on with Taurus and Taurus. Taurus doesn't mind speaking about themselves or even other people. They don't mind hearing about other things that are going on in the world right now. They need to listen to many things to help them look into love matters and how to steal the attention of others. It does say stealing is not going to help the situation, i.e. working together is going to be more of the way forward. Working together, it says good karma will come when you work together, not steal from each other or take each other for granted, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with Gemini. Gemini, you try to compromise and work together, not steal from each other, because it's like taking liberties. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Gemini and Taurus. Gemini wants to know that they can understand you in a more practical way. Gemini knows there is love there and wants to believe they can work with you in a satisfying way. There is gratitude there, love and light is there, evil is there also if you don't believe that good karma is there, but it does say bad news is there. For any water sign right now that doesn't want to stay in the mind of Gemini, because Gemini would rather be with a Scorpio and doesn't want to see anything to do with a Taurus right now. They rather see the Taurus as a mindful person that doesn't want to speak to them, or does want to deliver good karma to them, but not in a good way, when they feel like the Scorpio could give it to them more mindfully or in a better way. It says bad news is there for the Scorpio that is overwhelmed, because they don't need to be overwhelmed, but they do know that their mind is telling them off not to speak to anyone too much, or maybe even give out too much information, but they do want to help you to support your mind when it comes to love or matters of the heart. Okay, And this doesn't just go for all Scorpio people. Like I said, it's the element of Scorpio, understanding those feelings and stuff like that, because not all Scorpio men or women even understand their own feelings or even understand love, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? But there is information, like I said, in every star sign element. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Taurus and Cancerian. Cancer wants to know you more and wants to stay free of vibes of sex. They've had enough. They feel like many times over people keep coming to them for a reward of good karma when it comes to the bedroom, and want to know if sex is coming more and more and more and more. Are you going to stay away from me if you're the type of person that just wants to use me for sex, is what they're saying. Okay, so what's going on with the Libra? What's going on with the Leo and what's going on with the Leo and Taurus? Leo stays with her and doesn't want to stay with her at the same time. Sometimes she or he does want to stay with the person or doesn't, depending on how they're treated. Good karma can come to you and a Leo if you are good to them. It says bad news is there for you and the Leo right now because they're trying to warn you that they don't want more than they can handle. It says bad news is there for the Libra as well because they also feel like they're being taken advantage of. But we'll get to that because they're chiming in right now. So there could be, you know, a Leo that could be there for you, but they're also feeling quite overwhelmed and tired because they don't like to be, you know, treated badly. They don't like to be abused or, you know, feel like people are taking advantage. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I.e. Scorpios don't like that either. And I feel like now there's a pattern trending where many of the star signs are going to start feeling like that. Okay, because now look, Libra's even chiming in before we've even got there. So let's see what's going on with Virgo. What's going on with Virgo and Taurus? Virgo does not want to be in the mind games of anyone else's, and she would rather be away in her mind thinking about who she is. Trying to ignore others is not going to be the answer. She's the one that will always put up a good fight and make sure everything is working in her favor, or ignore what it is that you want. She will also weaken anyone around her that doesn't want to see things in a good way and doesn't want to destroy you, Taurus, but does know that Scorpio is something that they do like but don't know how to understand. It does say good energies is there for you and the Taurus if you're looking for a Scorpio to love and settle down with, but it doesn't say good news is always going to be there if you don't know how to treat them. Okay, it's like these energies are coming into every other star signs reading as well. Okay, for whatever reasons. All right, so let's see what's going on. I'm hearing something, a side message. It says Libra wants to speak to you now, Taurus, and can't help that. Okay, so we're going to get into Libra's message right now. So let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra and Taurus, please. Libra says, I've tried to ignore you so many times, but I don't believe it's going to work. I want to see you. I want to date you. I want to feel you. I want time alone with you. I want to tell you off at times too. I'm not so happy with you right now. I really need to speak to you about something. I don't care if you like me or not, but I don't want to hear bad news is there. I do want to hear bad news is there at times, and I feel like that's the problem with Libra. Libra wants to look for bad news but doesn't want to be involved in it. And then Libra wants to seek it out but doesn't want to deal with it. Libra is the problem right now for a lot of people dealing with negative energy. It says Libra is taking over the world with sex, good karma in love relationships, and doesn't know how to still the energy of men and women that are trying to say Libra is getting away with too much. Libra is taking over when it comes to love life issues and problems, and doesn't know how to spread the word that they do feel bad for everyone else that's not going to get a good mind game to play with them, because they're always wanting to know that they can win and take over the world. Libra right now is wanting to work on everyone's energy, including yours, Taurus, to wish you well but to never have a good mind game to play with them because their man or their woman is not yours. And that's something I've noticed this year, actually, from last year even, that Libras seem to be taking over the world with lovers. Now, I don't know what they're giving them, honey, or what they're getting even, but they seem to be very hands-on, grabby, he's mine, she's mine, that type of energy. Okay, so there's definitely something going on with the Libras that are overly, you know, wanting to know that their person is not going to be someone else's person, and they're just swooping up and grabbing up, you know, everyone's man or everyone's woman, or you know, a relationship goal is something that they're very much into and want, but they seem to be taking over right now when it comes to love life, you know, the love life. So I don't know if, I don't know, we'll have to get into that. We'll have to figure out what's going on with them. And I notice whenever I try to talk about Libra in their reading, they get very offensive. They don't like it. They just want to hear good news. It's coming to them, to them. There's a bit of selfishness going over there with the Libra energy right now. Okay, a bit cunning as well, and it definitely has a lot to do with love life. So we'll get into that, and maybe if you look into the next reading that I'll do, then you can maybe look into some information that might help you or guide you with the energies of Libra, and why Libra, you know, wants to be so selfish with lovers right now, or maybe other people's past lovers that are now their lovers, or not wanting to see anyone else have love but them, so to speak. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Taurus. Scorpio believes that they are studying the differences between good and bad and evil, and want to know that problems are not going to subside or be negative. It does say good karma will come to the Libra one day, but not forever. It says good karma is there now with the Libra, but Scorpio also believes that they're working on Libra and don't know where to go with them. They do believe that they are studying them in very great detail and want to know that they can spend time with them, looking into them and their partners or their behavior patterns. It says bad news is there for any Libra that doesn't like a Scorpio, because Scorpio is leaving the Libra by the end of the new year and doesn't know how to tell them. Even if they are troubled in their mind, or even if they have families or kids, it says Libra will not last in regards to the Scorpio, especially the Scorpio man. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Well, we did say Scorpio. They said they don't need to speak to you much, Taurus, but they do want to work with you or try to understand you, or even balance things out so you can understand love lives better. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Taurus. Sag wants to help you to believe nothing is going to happen in a bad way. Good karma will come when it comes. It will like you and help you, but right now it doesn't want to support you in ways that are bad. It just sees that negative energies is there, and trying to support you with this is not the answer. It says bad news is there for the Libra or the Scorpio that doesn't know how to work on things or their differences, but they will study this and work on things so that you can understand what's going on with them. It also says that Scorpio and Libra are going to work on things as a partner and work on things in a way where they can study the good karma that can come to you. It says, Taurus, you need to believe me. I will look for you in my mind and wonder if we need to be with each other, because right now it's not the right time. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Capricorn and Taurus. Capricorn doesn't mind spending time with you, or even listening to you, or even believing in you or working with you. Right now they feel like they're left out or not feeling as happy as they could, but do believe that they could work with you and make sure that they could make amends with problem solvings and commitments later on this year, or even in the years ahead. It does say good karma is coming between you and a Capricorn, and your love life will take off better with a Libra if you are in love with a Libra one day. It says bad news is there for the Capricorn if he feels or she feels that bad news is not going to be the answer, because they do not want to hear that bad news is not the answer and they are working against you. So definitely check out the Capricorn reading. Okay, because there is a lot of deep information in that reading in regards to, you know, what's going on universally and how it could be pushing negative energy out and, you know, harming people in regards to love, relationships and other factors that could be going on, okay, in your life. So let's see what's going on with I also just heard the word liberty taken. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius and Taurus. Okay, Aquarius doesn't mind spending their life with you, or even believing in you or trusting in you, wondering if you'll see them again, or even spend the night. They haven't seen you for a long time and wonder if you try to work on this in your mind and say, could you call me, text me, or even ring me. Some of them want to send you out of your mind about things that they think about doing, which is, you know, spending time more with you, you know, just looking for you, wanting to, though they don't feel like you want to spend time with them, and they wonder why. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Pisces and Taurus. Pisces does not want to take liberties with you anymore, Taurus, and doesn't want to take liberties with anyone, including the Scorpio. They believe the Scorpio and you will take the most liberties with them if they take the piss out of you too. It says they don't want to see you both in a negative way, and they also believe that they could have been setting you up before for failure. It says bad news is there for the Pisces that does not like the Scorpio and the Taurus, and may give you good reasons to believe they are moving on. Negative energy is not something they want to see in the now or the near future, but it says the now they are working on it smarter than ever, never to give you that again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very interesting. So let's see what's going on with your angel messages. Angel messages for Taurus, please. Okay, it says relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. It says we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Absolutely great card for and great message for what's going on with you guys, Taurus. So let's see what else is going on. It says compassion. It says Archangel Zachiel, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So there's a lot of compassion that's needed and a lot of, you know, support in regards to respecting each other, you know, is what I'm hearing from this. So let's see what is going on with your universal messages. Universal messages for Taurus. So, okay, it says when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. It says obstacles are detour in the right direction. It says when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. It says, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So definitely needing to look at people with a new perspective, okay, and seeing people with the eyes of love instead of hatred energy, and, you know, looking into a new era of building love with, you know, caringness, compassionate, support, respect, good karma moving forward. Those are the things that help. You know, looking at the elements of different energies that talk about positivity and, you know, how to love each other better is what, you know, the answer is for the now and to move forward with if you want true love to come to you in your life. Okay, and supporting those ideas as well. So, my lovelies, that is your reading. Oh, yeah, let's see what kind of, let's see what numbers you have. We have number 6, 62, 99, 10, 11, 15, 44, and 12. Okay. So that's your numbers, my lovely. And I will speak to you again in your next reading. Ciao for now. Bye.